Guys, oh, why does this always happen? Guys, I have to tell you about my dream because they were freaking jarring. I even had to write them down because it was crazy. I have not been sleeping well the last, honestly, for like a few months, but particularly the last few, like the last 5 or 6 days. But last night I did get quite a lot of sleep, but if you see, like, I have so many red and like random waking up and a lot of REM, and like I didn't have much deep sleep, although maybe I did. Anyway, I wasn't sleeping properly. And listen, my dreams here are not in chronological order, but they're just like how I was remembering them, and it was jarring, let me tell you. So I'm going to tell you them and you can tell me like what the hell, because my friend made a very interesting point, but I'll tell you anyway. Like I said, not in chronological order. First one, we're in like this dark room. I'm not sure if this led on from one of the other dreams that I'm going to mention, but in this dark room, and one of my friends, basically a while ago, her mom, so sweet, made us all like this huge pot, like a dish, and she bought it in this like giant pot, like, and she bought it all the way from home in this giant dish, right? This giant dish made an appearance in my dream. I'm like, for whatever reason, I'm like volunteering to take it. I'm putting it in my bag, it's going sideways, and then I realise there's stuff in it. I think it's got keed in it, which is like Indian rice pudding. And I'm like, is there stuff in this? And then she was like, yeah. And then I'm like scrambling to like put it straight. Listen, I feel like I've really oversimplified what actually happened in the dream, but let me tell you, it was chaos. Secondly, we're at the 4DX cinema, because one of my other friends keeps mentioning going to the 4DX cinema, and I was like, okay. But then she's like so excited, we're like, yeah. We get there, we're 5 minutes into the movie, we have to leave for some reason. We're like, it's okay, we'll only miss 20 minutes and we'll come back. She's a bit sad, but we're like, it's okay. We go, whatever we're doing, I don't remember what we're doing, takes so freaking long. We come back, we realise there's only 5 minutes of this movie left. It was an F1 movie, by the way. Anyway, also there's popcorn everywhere, there's like such a mess. F1 movie doesn't require popcorn to be flying around. Anyway, next one is about the Stray Kids concert, where basically I'm buying 2 tickets and my cousin's buying 2 tickets. I buy 2 tickets, I tell my cousin she's bought, I'm like, oh, I bought 2 tickets. She's like, oh, I bought these 2 tickets. And I was like, okay. And then I'm like, okay, but I bought these 2 tickets. And then she's like, okay, well, I bought these 2 tickets. We go back and forth until we have like hundreds of tickets. What the flip for? No idea what that miscommunication was about. Then my haunted toothbrush re-emerges, because in my dream, I have a dream that I wake up from a dream and my toothbrush is back at it again, and so I'm trying to like stop it, and I go back and lie down and the same thing keeps happening, and then I actually wake up and realise that it was all a dream. And then I have a plain one in which somehow I go into this bathroom and I leave through a different exit that means I surpass passport control, and I'm trying to explain to them like, guys, I haven't been stamped, like whatever, and they're like, no, it's not impossible, it's possible because I've just done it. And then somehow I've been separated from my family and they're already on the plane, but I'm in a completely different terminal at this point, don't know what sort of magic bathroom this is with all these different doors. And so I'm like on the staff bus trying to get to the plane. I'm the last one on the plane, and my family's like, oh, where were you, hun? Exactly, where the hell was I? Why did you not care? Crazy. And then I have another dream where I'm in like this lift and this like elevator, and it has different sections or different rooms to it, and so to make space and like be considerate, I go to a different section. I stand there, and there's this lady and her son, and they're standing there, and then I hear them like, I hear the mom in particular talking about her son is like young, like 10 years old or something, talking about me, like saying like horrible things. And then so I put on my best, most grammatically correct English and start speaking to her, and then she realizes, and then I'm like, yeah, you didn't realize I actually spoke English better than you, did you? Anyway, so ironic considering the fact that I'm not putting words together very well right now. And yeah, and those are just the dreams I remember. So isn't it crazy, like the connections that your brain makes? Anyway, my friend made a fantastic point. I think I have a little voice recording of the situation which I'll add in at the end, but I didn't record where she actually said the good point. But she was like, oh, like, isn't it interesting that all your dreams are like showing chaos? Like, do you think you feel maybe subconsciously like your brain is chaotic, or maybe it's because you've started to sleep a little bit better now, like maybe your brain is like healing itself? And I was like, kind of like a vaccine, or like, you know, like making all these connections. It's crazy. Anyway, am I the only one that has crazy dreams like this? Because I've always had quite vivid and crazy, like, chaotic dreams in which, like, normal mundane things are happening in general, but I mean, I'm not really sure how mundane they are, but like, I mean, the pop thing, for example, is pretty mundane, but it's just like chaos and like just like it's just crazy, just interesting weird things. And I do think that a lot of like my day to day will spill over, and so it also makes me interested to know like what is your brain normally doing, like when it's supposed to be resting, but obviously normally you'd be in core or deep sleep, and clearly I wasn't, and so that's why I was like vividly remembering all these things. But it was just crazy to me. I was like, what the hell is happening? And I just felt so like restless the whole time. So yeah, if you guys have weird dreams, let me know, because I feel like I shouldn't be doing this. And luckily I'm not sleepwalking with it, which would not be ideal. I'd rather the dreams than that, I guess. But yeah, I'll add the clip, and after that I will be coming back, so that's the last thing you're going to hear. Bye. But who would have thought this was going to become a therapy session?
Yeah, maybe now that it's, because I remember having dreams, like that dream I had where I was running late to the flight for TMG, and I was like there, and I was at security. Then I realised I'd forgotten something, so I had to go back to my flat. Then was like, came back and like I was too late, you know, like, and you just like, I remember like vividly being in the queue for like security, like trying to get through and everything, and like the time was wrong and everything like this, and like I'd lost my passport and everything, and you just like thing just keeps going wrong.
Yeah, it's like chaos, right?
Yeah,
which I think is how my brain feels.
Yeah, maybe now that you have it now, it's a permanent thing, and it's not like, oh yeah,
maybe because now I think about it, I think maybe that's when the sleeping, I mean, I know I had the issues before with like my tooth and everything, which was like causing a lot of issue, but it's literally been in the last like couple weeks, so maybe it was, maybe you're right. Guys, you guys are like dream analyzers. Do you guys want to like start a new career or something?
Maybe.
We've got so many new careers at this point. Maybe that's what we can give to Van Man. We can be like, right, you make the coffee and we'll like psychoanalyze them.
Just next door we'll set up a little tent. Sorry, Khadija, what did you say?
Next time I see you, I'm gonna bring in like a few ink stained pictures.
Right, and then you're gonna ask me what I see.
I'm gonna show them to you, and I'm gonna be like, what do you see, Jazz?
Right. Is that legit, by the way? Like, I thought people had debunked the ink blot thing.
I have no idea.
Okay.
I
was gonna say, Becky, you might know. You worked on a mental health ward. Did they use the ink blot?
We didn't use them. Psychology didn't use them. I think actually psychology maybe did.
Americans do.
Yeah, I think psychology did, but not often. I think it was more to understand like how, like, obviously if you're seeing very dark, angry shapes, and obviously it's like showing like, you know, like internally how you feel and like why you might feel that way. I don't know. But yeah, I remember seeing them a few times, but yeah, no, I never used them.
Yeah.
But then I wasn't psychology, I was tablet person.
You were the medicator.
Yes.
You were like, you want drugs?
Honestly.
In the most legal way possible, of course, because you were a registered nurse.
Yes. Yeah. Would you like, I think you need some medication. I think that would help. Although I did everything in my power not to ever have to rapid trank someone. I actually never rapid tranked anyone in my entire career, which I was quite proud of.
Yeah. Well, imagine it can be quite scary.
Yeah, it's a lot, because it is very scary. I did have to, I gave an injection once under restraint, where the person was restrained, and it was the first one I did after I qualified. And it was essentially, we knew she wouldn't consent, like accept it. We had the paperwork where we could give it without her consent, which is terrible. So, and I wasn't restraint trained at the time. I hadn't done the training yet. So it was like, okay, you can't restrain, so you're going to have to give it. Which I also learned at the training I also shouldn't have done, because obviously you should be restraint trained in order to give it under restraint. You need to know certain things.
Yeah. But I guess at the time it was the lesser of two evils, I suppose.
Yeah. I mean, I was told by my senior, so nothing ever happened. Like,
yeah.
Obviously, it was recorded that I'd given it. She wasn't struggling too badly, to be fair. It was more what she was shouting. Like when you inject someone with medication when they're absolutely shouting at you to stop is like awful.
Oh, not good.
Trauma. It's fine.
Yeah, dreams can be thingy, because you know how like people do like dream analysis and stuff like that, and they talk about like what does it actually mean, like what is your brain connecting, like why is it thinking those things at that time, and like why can you normally not, because I'm assuming that the connections that it's making is happening all the time. It's just sometimes you're in a deeper sleep, so obviously you don't know about it, and clearly I wasn't in deep sleep, so I was like aware of like what connections my brain was making. So it's crazy.
It also can do, Jazz, because you haven't like slept like a lot of hours like for quite a while now. Like your sleeping time is the time when your brain gets to decompress and obviously make sense of everything that's happened in the day, and your neurons are doing its thing. So maybe because you actually like finally slept to like last night or the night before or whatever, like it's slowly starting to recover, I guess, but also at the same time it's making these really stressful situations just in case. Maybe it's giving you these stressful situations so you can better prepare when you're actually awake,
like a vaccine
so that you can handle a stressful situation.
Okay, so now I know what to do when the giant pot of biryani spills in my bag.
Before you even put it in your bag, you have to ask.
I'll be like, Aisha, is there biryani in this? To be fair, I don't even think it was biryani. I think it was kheer.
You need full communication with your cousin.
Maybe.
Okay? Are we just buying 2 tickets? Yes or no?
Yeah. Okay.
You know.
Okay. So what does
her family have done this? Not to the same degree, but this has happened.
This has happened in the chat.
I can't remember the last name. Chat. House.
Yeah. This has happened, but not in the same degree. Like. We didn't.
You weren't just like, oh, I'm gonna buy us.
We bought 2 less.
And see how we feel on the day.
Yeah, we bought not enough. Whereas this is we've bought too many. Just so you know, Khadija, when I was buying the weekend ticket, so we had a group chat and there was 4 of us in the group chat, and we discussed prior to this a couple of days on the phone that the 4 of us were going, because one of my cousins said she didn't want to go because she thought the weekend was culty. Anyway, so that day when the tickets come out, me and one of my other cousins are looking. I was like, okay, I think I've got them. So then I bought the 4 tickets and I put it in the chat. I was like, guys, got the tickets, yay. They were like, yay, la la la. And then one of my other cousins was like, oh, how many did you buy? And I was like, 4. I'm panicking now. Was I not supposed to buy 4? And then she was like, oh, my other cousin apparently decided at the last minute that she did want to go. Like, and they discussed it the night before. And I'm like, hun, I'm not at your house. I don't know that. You needed to inform me. So then we tried to buy like another ticket. It was a standing one, so we didn't have to worry about seats anyway. But we were looking for another ticket like on the same day, like, and everything, because the weekend has like multiple shows, right? But I think we're going on the Sunday, so we wanted to find another Sunday standing ticket. Anyway, what are the chances that at the same time I'm able to buy one and my cousin's able to buy one, and we type into the chat at the same time, got another ticket? So now we had an extra ticket. And then one of my other cousins was like, I was like, I can sell it. And then he was like, we could ask so-and-so if they want to go. And obviously then he was like, yeah, I'll go. So we have the correct number of tickets now. But it was an exciting time, to say the least. So maybe you are right, Becky. Yeah.
Oh, the stress.
Yeah. And the toothbrush.
I barely handled
don't want to talk about that.
3 of us buying My Chemical Romance tickets, and we were like in constant communication, like. And I think I was like 10,000 behind Connor in the queue, so we knew unless something terrible happened and Connor got chucked out, we knew where we're at.
Although I don't think that means anything, because when I tried to buy the Ariana Grande tickets, I was only 2,000 in the queue and I still didn't get them.
Yeah, that's insane. That is. To be
Yeah.
fair. Yeah, because Connor was like just under 6,000, I think. Joe was like fucking 30 or something thousand. No, she was. I think. Oh yeah, I was 30 something, and Joe was like 68,000, something like that. But to be fair, he managed it well.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, sometimes sometimes even if you're quite soon in the queue, like you're still like looking, and it's like every time you put one in your basket, it's like, oh yeah, this is like sold out now.
Yeah, that's the annoying part.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to know how many people they have at one time able to buy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if, cause obviously they're not letting you in one by one. It's kind of like we'll let the next, I don't know, 500 in sort of thing.
Yeah. I'm not sure. Oh, I really don't want to have our TMG at the start of January, but the dates that they've suggested at the end of January, I'm not here. So that's not convenient.
What was that, sorry?
We're just trying to pick a date for our TMG.
Oh.
And the dates are either the 8th of January, like, so basically the week we come back after Christmas, like, properly, or, like, the last week of January, and I'm not here on the last week of January. I'm not sure if they could still go ahead.
Because then you've got to get everything sorted pretty much before.
Yeah,
like,
the report would have to go out before Christmas.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, you don't have to.
I was gonna say someone else can.
Yeah, as long as like everything, as long as you're around to do a bit of the prep work, but like.
Yeah, I will be for that, but.
Yeah, the CI chairs it, and Ram will be there. So to be fair, you don't. I mean, it'd be better to do it after at the later date.
Yeah, let's see. So far, only me and Nazia have voted anyway, so we'll see.
Oh, fair. Oh, we've got to sort that fucking TMG out for November.